Hey, this is Short John Red, and welcome back to another episode of Scarlet Hollow. Now this part where, we're just, like, trying to find stuff, I gotta warn you, it's gonna take a while. It's already taken up the good, the majority of, a few videos. Okay, whatever. We should check in on Oscar. He's smart. Maybe he'll know what to do. I hope nothing else happened after we all went home last night. They're so brave for sleeping in that house after everything we went through. I'd rather sleep in the woods with the ditchlings than some place that was haunted. I'm sorry, what did... Than some place that was that haunted. Sorry, that's just a kind of weird way to say it. Whatever. Your mom said it's safe, and I'm inclined to believe her. Why would she lie? But how would she know that? Sorry if I'm saying a lot of these wrong. I'm not good with words. Magic, probably. But there's only one way to find out. Let's go. Morning light streams in through the library's large windows. In the bright daylight, it's once again a place of comfort, all mess having fled in the wake of Charles Shaw Jr.'s departure. No ghost, thank God. I was not up for an encore. Yeah, it's gone. Just like your mom said it would be. I guess Oscar must be in back. I know that's where I'd be if I finally got my house back. I have always been surprised at how unsupervised this place is. Sometimes it feels like anyone could just walk in and do whatever they wanted. Like what? Steal books? I mean, they could, right? I'm not saying anyone would. I'm just saying that people in this town trust each other a lot. I wouldn't say that. Did the whole thing with Duke not teach you anything? It's nice. Let's go find Oscar. You make your way towards the annex. There's a lot of you make your way dialogue. I don't know. I just feel like maybe they should say something else. Just spice it up a bit. Anyways, it feels strange to be back here in the light of day, as if the events of the previous evening were all just a terrible dream. This hallway really takes me back. It feels like it was only yesterday that we were here, blissfully aware that our entire lives were about to change forever. That was yesterday. Hey, yeah, it was only yesterday. I know. Kanika knocks on the door. Oh, good morning. It's good to see all of you here. Good to see all of you. Please come in. Man, I am really screwing up these sins. You're doing really great, Rosalina. Not a lot of kids your age can take shots that well. You're being so brave. You don't have to talk to me like I'm 5, but you are brave. You really are, Rosalina. You're like so badass. Alexa's right. This is more than most people have to deal with in their whole lives, and here you are taking it like a champ. Dr. Kelly's demeanor vanishes as she turns and glares at you. Oh, I see we have visitors. Anyways, let's go out of order. I'm guessing Charlie didn't come back for an encore? Now, as far as I know, I slept in Rosarina's room and I made sure to put some heavy objects on top of the hatch just to give myself a little extra peace of mind. But nothing happened. That's good enough for me. I didn't see anything either, but if something did happen, I wouldn't know. I was asleep as soon as my head hit the pillow. I'm too tired to worry about ghosts anymore, to be honest. That makes sense. Losing a limb will do that, especially if you decide to tromp around the next day like nothing happened. I would have been fine if it weren't for Charlie. Good thing he's gone then. And let's hope he stays gone. Wait, Oscar, did you tell Dr. Kelly about... Yeah, I told her everything. He did. I'm sorry that happened. And you just believed him. Dr. Kelly's steel gaze is impenetrable. It's impossible to tell if she genuinely believes Oscar's story, or if she decided she'd be better off humoring him. Anyways, how are you, Rosalina? Tired. My leg hurts a lot. The medicine is helping. It's not so bad now. Yeah, I bet your leg hurts a lot. I can't imagine losing a limb like that. Especially at such an age. Plus, I got to lie down in an actual bed last night, and you have no idea how good that felt. Thanks, Odie. I can't believe you got any sleep last night after all that ghost stuff. I just sat on the couch with all the lights on. I don't think I slept at all. I really needed some rest after, the hospital and my foot. Your body's desperately trying to get you to rest. All that activity yesterday was pretty brutal on your injury. It's never gonna stop hurting if you keep pushing yourself. So, what are you not gonna do today? Anything? That's right. You're staying right here. No walking around. No investigating haunted houses. I'm sorry. I just have to comment, I mean, she's being nice, but I don't know, the way she's talking is a little condescending. I mean, she's like 13. Sorry, Dr. Kelly. I should have been better at stopping her. I take full responsibility. As her father, I should have no need for anyone to step in and take blame for anything. It's the hospital's fault for sending her home at all. It's gross negligence, if you ask me. But give it time. Then you can do all the activities you want. Alright, Rosalina? Anyways, have any of you seen Stella since last night? Not since dinner. She hasn't gotten in touch with any of you? So I'm guessing that's a no. You'd be right. I haven't seen her since she ran off last night. I should have done a better job wanting her. Stella was practically banging down your door trying to get evidence of ghosts. I don't think you were gonna be able to stop her. Yeah, stop blaming yourself for every single thing, man. You don't need to take responsibility for everything, especially when you had nothing to do with it. Stella's a grown-ass adult. She's not your responsibility. There was no way you could have known how she would react when she found it. I don't even think she knew how she'd react. And besides, you didn't know how bad it was gonna get. You can't blame yourself for everything, man. Exactly. I know you probably feel like it's your responsibility to make sure everyone around you is okay, but sometimes it's just not gonna be possible. You're only one guy. That's what Rosalina is always saying. I suppose I do apologize more than I should. Yeah, you do. You really do. See, even Rosalina agrees with me. Anyways, so can I ask, why does everyone seem so chill? Shouldn't you all be traumatized? Just because I'm not in a gibbering heap, I don't know what that word is. Gibbering, I mean. Doesn't mean I haven't been mentally scarred beyond any comprehension. I know I should be freaking out, but what can I say? Last night was fun, so I'm just going with the flow, seeing where this adventure Excuse me. There's Nika giving them the look. Fun? Speak for yourself. I feel like the only reason I'm not in a total mental shutdown right now is that the crisis hasn't really stopped. The week started with a bunch of monsters appearing in the woods, and it's just been one thing after another ever since. So yeah, I'm putting off the inevitable breakdown until I know things are done escalating. I don't think it's sunk in for me yet. I'll deal with whatever I'm picking up now in therapy when I'm 30. That's what grown-ups do, right? I'm in my mid-20s and I'm doing therapy. Anyways, I'm not gonna warn her about... Anyways, how's Reese? He's fine. Had a rough night, but he'll recover. He's used to this sort of thing. He just needs a couple days to get back on his feet. That means no more excitement, not even a movie. I'm sorry to hear that, Dr. Kelly. Yeah, I'm not gonna... You talk about him like he's a child. When you're a parent, it doesn't matter how old your kid is. I beg to differ. They're always a child to you, especially when they need to be taken care of. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep that to myself. So, you've got your meds, you've got your nest of pillows, a helpful friend by your side, and a cat to keep you company. Seems like you're all set. Make sure you do a whole lot out of nothing today. I will. Bye, Dr. Kelly. Yes, thanks again for coming down to see us, Joan. Not a problem. I'd much rather she stay put than have to get it in and out of cars. I'll call later today to see how things are going. Hope the rest of the week is less eventful for the both of you. Goodbye, Rosalina. Make sure you stay put and keep Pixel company, okay? Dr. Kelly's features harden once again as she steps towards the door. And then she pushes past you to leave Oscar's house. We'll let you kids have some space. Alexis, why don't you figure out a restful activity for you and Rosalina? Will do, Mr. Mr. Gutierrez. Still not good at pronouncing that last name. I brought some video games and puzzles from my house, and some movies too. Whatever you want to do, Rosalina. Oscar ushers you down back to the library. What's up? Is everything okay? Yes, everything's fine, or at least much better than yesterday. I can't thank you all enough. I'd like to be as helpful as I can from here on out. Now that our little situation is dealt with, I'll finally have some time to dig into the town archives. Our house was haunted because someone was murdered there. The mine collapse the other night was at the site of a mass grave. With enough research, maybe we'll be able to get a step ahead of the next crisis. Maybe we can actually preempt it. Okay, I'm just making sure it's still recording, and... okay, and the microphone's still recording. That is, assuming there's going to be a next crisis, but something tells me we aren't in the clear yet. We should compare notes. Not that I have any to start with, but if you know anything that might narrow down my research, it could save me a lot of time. I don't think we actually know that much more than you do, but I've got some hunches. I can't help but feel like there must have been some inciting event, since everything started getting weird seemingly overnight. What that inciting event was or where to start looking for it, I have no idea, but it's something to keep in mind. Avery stares at you. I mean, it's obvious, right? Things only started happening once Odie got here. Kamika shoots Avery a glare. Yep, that's a... Like, this is a good sign. It means she likes me. Sorry, I dropped something. Okay. No, we are not throwing Odie under the bus. What? There's nothing wrong with being a magical catalyst. Sure, there's nothing wrong with someone being a magical catalyst, but there's definitely something wrong with saying someone's a magical catalyst. If people get the wrong idea, we're only a couple steps away from the whole town deciding to shaw him. Nobody's gonna drag Odie into a witch hunt on my watch. I appreciate that, Kirika. I'd like to think we've outgrown the days of running people out of town on rails. I'd rather play it safe. Yeah. Don't worry, it's not like I'm going to run around town yelling everyone that Odie magicked a bunch of terrible disasters into existence. Thanks, I guess. But if there's a catalyst for all this, why wouldn't it be a lost Scarlet finally coming home to Scarlet Hollow? If I may, Odie getting into town isn't the only major event that happened lately. Pearland died over a week ago, and those creatures in the woods were already reproducing by the time he arrived. Not to mention, I started seeing things in our house before Pearland passed. I think I never thought to make a note of exactly when the spirit made itself known. If there's a root cause for all this, hopefully there's a way to put the genie back in its bottle. Sorry if I'm not putting much commentary, I don't know. I've kind of seen a lot of these already and I don't know what to say. I'm sure I'll have a lot more to say once episode 5 comes out on the 13th. Which is 2 days before my birthday. BTW. I'm going to do my best to find out if there have ever been any similar events and whether there's anything special about Scarlet Hall that might explain what's going on. Anyways, we've been finding these weird stone seals. There was one in the mines and another in your basement. There might be more. Seals? That's incredibly culty. Yeah, you think? To think there was something like that under my house all this time. And to think someone must have put it there. But who? This gives me quite a few threads to follow. Thank you, Odie. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if you were right yesterday, Odie. What if there really is another one of those carvings in the clinic? Does that mean the clinic is going to be overrun with ghosts soon? Should we warn Dr. Kelly? She may have believed Oscar about last night, but I don't know how receptive she'd be if we told her there might be ghosts in her house. Even if she believed us, she's stubborn. Yeah, I noticed. Yeah, it's a shame she preemptively shot down our movie night. It would have been the perfect cover. After last night, I don't think there is a perfect cover. There's no way she's letting us anywhere near her house. She's the only doctor in town. She can't just ban people from the clinic, right? I don't think so, but hopefully nobody gets sick or hurt enough to justify a visit over the next couple of days. If we're going to investigate the clinic, I think we're going to have to break in. Whoa, that is unexpected coming from you. I mean, I wouldn't say it's that unexpected. It's what Stella would do, and she's been 3 for 3 this week when it comes to finding spooky stuff. Yeah, that is absolutely something Stella would suggest. She's also been in 3 for 3 when it comes to finding her way into mortal peril. This is why we have to find her as soon as possible. It shouldn't fall on me to suggest we do something dangerous. I'm terrible at selling it. I mean, Stella ain't exactly all that much better, but, well, she's a stubborn one. It's not that I don't think we should figure out what's going on in there. We just need to be cautious about what we do next. We don't want anyone to get attacked or possessed by any more ghosts, even if it is to help a friend. I don't know if we have time to play it safe. Just give me a day or two to do some research before you do anything rash, okay? Anyways, I wonder if this could be the work of some sort of cult. Yeah, for all I know, you're all it seems I didn't bring up cults before. Anyways, I don't know. I'm just throwing things out there. Let's not get all satanic panic just yet. I know it's not looking unlikely at this point, but having lived in this town all my life, I feel like I would know if there was some cult that ran the place. Gotta agree with Kanika on this one. I feel like I picked up on I'd have picked up on some. A cult doesn't necessarily have to run the town to have an impact here. It doesn't even need to be active. From what I gather, those carvings you've been talking about are old, and whoever left them from here is probably long gone. Yeah, so it could be a cult, an extinct cult that left those seals behind, is what you're saying. Or maybe it is an active cult that was founded hundreds, if not thousands of years ago. That was the case in Amanda the Adventurer. Hiding in plain sight. I'll see what I can find, you never know. Yeah, anyways, I think Sybil knows more than she's letting on. She wants me to come talk to her today. My mom, but she's always been such a crystal and herbs kind of lady. Not like someone who actually knows about the supernatural. How long are we gonna keep covering this? I mean, I know I brought it up, but still, it feels like that's the third time you said something like that. Still, she did seem really calm and confident last night. Weirdly so. I hate this. She did seem strange last night. She kept shutting down the conversation like she was rushing all of us along, trying not to let us linger on the supernatural longing to reach any conclusions. Still, I'm inclined to agree with Kanika here. If she does know something, why would she be hiding it? Because she's a liar and a snake! Because that's what liars do. They lie. Sorry, give me a moment. Smudgy glasses. In fact, my old pair got a scratch, so I have to... my usual pair... My normal pair, have a scratch on them, so I have to wear my old pair until I can get that fixed, so... Yeah, that's annoying. I'd be interested to know exactly what she intends to tell you that couldn't be discussed in front of the rest of us. Yeah, also, before we leave, make sure... sorry, I heard a buzzing or something. Okay, make sure Pixel stays inside or he might get grabbed by ditchlings. The ditchlings are those things from the woods, right? With those faces? Yeah, the anguished doughboys. I kinda like them. It's like a hidden object game out there today with all the weird little faces peering out of the bushes. I have no idea what an object game is, and these stupid glasses. I wish I didn't need glasses. I say as I'm in front of two people with glasses. Like them? Are we talking about the same creatures that have been laying eggs in the local wildlife? I don't want to get friendly with them or anything. I just think they're kind of interesting. To each their own. Will too. I can't imagine how devastated Rosalia would be if something were to happen to him, especially after everything she's been through. Well... Alright, Sounds like you've got something to work on. We should get back to looking for Stella. I do. Thanks for the lead, Odie. See you around, Oscar. Let us know what you find. I will. So that's Oscar. Any other ideas? Yeah, I think I'm gonna stop here. Like, I know we just spent the whole episode in Oscar's house. Okay, these next ones, I think they should be relatively short. I kind of want to do them all because, you know, something interesting happens if you do, you know, all of them. I mean, it's not mandatory, but still, I want you guys to see it. So, anyways, I hope you all had a good day today. Stay safe out there, and this was Short John Red.